is actually so sad. This is crazy. I never thought that I'd be doing this video. I know I promised you to like tell you about how I became an au pair or which agency I'm with, anything related to being an au pair. And mind you, I'm going through something that I never imagined that I would go through, especially the first 2 months, right? Yeah. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new, please, pretty please, do not finish watching this video without subscribing, liking, sharing, commenting. And if you've been here, if you're part of the family, thanks for coming back. So this video is about, it's generally an update on my life since I've been here, and I'm gonna tell you more about the cultural care, that's the agency I'm with, being an au pair, and how the thought came about and how I ended up being in a situation that I thought I would never be in. So an au pair is basically, in simple terms, a live-in, a stay-in nanny. I'm a nanny. Anyway, I'm using an agency called Cultural Care Au Pair. So I heard about this program, I think during my matric year, and I filled in an application form, but I didn't finish it. So during my final year, I figured, hey, what am I gonna do next year? How am I gonna go about my life? And I was like, remember that. And basically it's a program where you come to the US. I bet other countries have that too, where you come to the US and you live with a family, you take care of their kids, so they pay you weekly and you get to travel the world. What did I say? World? Manifestation. You get to travel, you know, the US. And I finished that application. I got a call from the agency. I went through some interviews and I had to do a medical test, a medical examination. I'll explain what is happening in the first part of the video. You have to go through a medical examination. You have to go through a police clearance. You need to get a police clearance. You need to, what else? Basically that's that. Medical examination. You need to get a police clearance. You need to have your license, because most families in the US are actually looking for someone who can drive the kids to school, to parks, to activities. And of course, in your free time, you get to get the car if that certain family allows you to. So yeah, I went through all that and I was approved. After being approved, of course, started telling my family and all that. Well, I started telling them before I was even approved. So yeah, I got approved and I started this process called the matching process, whereby families look for me. In this website, you actually get to meet families. You get connections from families whereby they're like, oh, okay, can we talk? Can we FaceTime? Can we do this? And if you guys actually like each other, you match. And after matching, the agency is going to see from their website that you guys actually matched. They're going to call, okay, you guys have matched. This is the next step. So I looked for families. Families looked for me. I got connections, and there was this one time where I thought I found a family, and they were amazing. I liked them. I liked their kids. Everything was just super. And I told myself, okay, this is it. And I was like, okay, so are we gonna match? And they were like, oh, sorry, we were torn between like you and the other au pair, and we decided to go with the other au pair. I was shattered. And I felt like, okay, this is it. Maybe this is not for you. I do not know why I gave up that easily, because that's not me. But I did. I just felt like it's not working out. Fast forward like a week later, I'm like, you know what, maybe I should start looking. Should not be too hard on myself. And I did that, and I found a family that I'm with right now, and we spoke, we liked each other, we matched, and the agency was like, okay, you guys matched, this is the next step, please go to your visa appointment, book a visa appointment. And so before you head to the US, there's a thing called training school. So they've been doing it online because of COVID. Usually they host this training school at New York, in New York. And sadly for me, because it was still during COVID, well, it's still COVID, it's still during COVID, but slowly but surely we're forgetting about it, eh? So yeah, training school. So I attended a 4-day training school, and some 3 classes were like 10 hours long. During the training, you were taught about infants, kids, teenagers, how to handle them, how to handle certain situations, and they also teach you CPR. Hey, kids CPR. You choke, I'm there. Heart attack, I'm there. Yeah, cardiac arrest, I'm there. They teach you CPR. What else? Body Heimlich maneuver. When you choke, I'm there. So yeah, that's basically it. During training school, you meet other people, other au pairs from Colombia, France, South Africa, USA, all over the world. You make friends, you get to see who's going to where you're going, and yeah, from there you just socialize, ask questions if you have any questions, and yeah. So the program, you actually sign up for the program when you were 18 years old, and it cuts you off when you're 26, so the age range is 18 to 26. Yeah, I think I've told you guys everything that you want to know, but if you still have questions about certain things that I do not know about, just feel free to drop a comment and I'll try my utmost best to answer that. Oh, there's an application fee. It's not an application fee. It's, okay, a registration fee, so to say. It's like 15K, 15,000 rands. That includes all-round flights, your medical insurance, because you know you're coming to the US, you're gonna explore, you're gonna do stuff. So in case something happens to you, in case you break a leg or you injure yourself, at least you're covered, you know. So that's one thing I like about that, about the agency and about this whole thing, that whatever happens to me, I'm covered. My all-round flights are covered. So yeah, I forgot what else is there, but those are the most important. Yeah, important. Those are the most important things I think you guys should know. So I paid that fee, and I went to the visa embassy. I went to the US embassy, and I got my visa. And I think a week later, my flights were booked, and yeah, I left on the 18th of February to come to the US. Oh, okay, so this is what happens if you don't like a family, or the family doesn't like you, or things don't work out, or there's just something. There's a thing called a rematch. And a rematch is whereby you guys, the family and the au pair, sit down and just say, this is not working out. So we need a rematch. A rematch is when you guys, is when the family looks for another au pair or when the au pair looks for another family. Never in my wildest dreams did I think that I would be going through a rematch, because I really liked this family and all that. But I'm going through a rematch. Hence, all that letter writing and crying in the first few seconds of the video. So this is how it came about. No, I was enjoying everything. I was getting used to the family, the kids and all that. But at some point, it started just weighing on me. I honestly thought I could handle like 4 kids, but it's been a lot. And Utah is I'm in Utah. Utah is a beautiful state, a quiet state, a safe state, but not for me. In all honesty, when I found out that the family was from Utah, okay, I went through Google. Utah, what kind of place is it? What I saw, yes, it's that, but you know, there's a difference between seeing and comprehending, and there's being in that place or situation and comprehending. So I was like, Utah is definitely not for me, and 4 kids is a lot. And a lot of people really asked me, Karabo, are you sure 4 kids? Yes, you come from a big family. Yes, you've got a lot of siblings, but are you sure about 4 kids? I was like, yeah, I can handle it and all that. Until I was in the situation and I was like, okay, I underestimated, you know, the scale of responsibility. This is a lot. And I was like, okay, well, what are you gonna do? I don't want to hurt the family because I really love them. The parents are amazing. The parents are godsend. The parents are, they are great. And it was hard to actually just, to even think of telling them, I want a rematch. But I had to do it because I was not happy for like 2 weeks. 2 weeks before this day. Today is like the, I think the 29th of March. So 2 weeks before this, I just started feeling depressed. I was crying every night. I didn't even know how to break it to them. I felt like, yo, how, Mtasi, how? But I decided to just write a letter, which you saw. I wrote a letter, and the following morning I put it on my host mom's desk, and she read it, and she did not waste time. She just called me up and was like, I read your letter, what's wrong? Told her everything, and she was devastated, to be honest. She was sad, and I could see the hurt on her face, and I became more hurt. Later that day, we had a meeting with the host dad, and they tried to make me stay, which I really appreciate, but also I felt like it was only hurting me more, because they were hurt, they were sad, they were frustrated, and I didn't want to see that, but I expected that. So them trying to make me stay made me feel guilty for wanting to leave. But I was like, okay, if you stay for the sake of them, what about your happiness? What about your mental state? What about all that? And that's when I made a decision that, nah, I need to leave, sad or not. And I kept asking God, why? Why did this happen? Why did I match with this family if I'm only gonna like rematch? And I felt like, okay, maybe God put you in the situation for you to learn something. And I'm not gonna lie, I think I did learn something. Which is what? I learned to put myself first, my feelings first, even though it hurt those that I cared about or care about. At the end of the day, I need to understand that I came into this program for a specific reason, which is what? To explore the US. And by doing so, because I have the skills, the experience of taking care of kids, I could do that by earning money and just, seeing the US. So after that, I met a family. I've met a family in San Jose in California. They seem pretty cool, and I hope that everything goes well. There's no rematch. I even hope there's an extension. Okay. The program is for 12 months. The contract is for 12 months, and there's a thing called extension. If you want to extend for another year, for another 12 months, you may do so at the end of your first 12 months. So I really, really hope that I get to extend with that family. They have one kid, so I hope I can handle that. I know. Oh, let me not say I know, because wow, I said I knew with 4 kids, and look where it landed me. Okay, so you are not allowed to work more than 45 hours in a week. And well, for me, with this family, I wasn't working during the weekends, but some families may want you to like work half a day or a Saturday. So it varies with families. 45 hours a week, not more, and some weekends. And you get a weekly stipend, a minimum of 197 point something dollars a week. But that's the minimum. Some families pay more, some families pay a standard of $200 per week. So yeah, I don't know if you guys would want to learn anything more about that, but feel free to drop a comment and I'll definitely respond. So, story of my life. I've been going through the most, guys. I've been going through the most, and writing that letter, I was it had to be done for my sake. It had to be done. Mind you, I'm far away from home, I'm far away from family, friends, literally anyone that I know. So if I don't look out for myself, who will? Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Kidding. So yeah, guys, I know I said I'm gonna upload every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks. Yeah. Every Friday. No, not every Friday. Every 2 weeks on a Friday. So this is just an update. When did I upload this? When am I gonna upload this? I'm gonna upload this on Wednesday. But definitely on Friday you're getting some content. So this was just an update. And yeah, please don't forget to subscribe, to comment, to like, to share. Guys, you cannot view this content and not share it with your friends. Don't be selfish. Share. Friends, family, boyfriends, girlfriends. Share. Thank you, and it's all love.